I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fiber of my entire being. How are you feeling right now, beautiful soul? So mirrors and triggers. When a human being gets triggered, most of the time, they blame someone else. They blame them, they judge them. They don't want to take responsibility. Just because someone says something or does something and it makes you feel a certain way, that's not their fault. They're actually doing what they were supposed to do. Be the mirror, be the activator that triggers you or me in my reality. And if someone triggers you, what you should really be doing is saying, thank you. Thank you for showing me what I need to work on. Not, oh, you said this, you said that, you did this, you did that. No, that's going into victim mode. Be a legend. Own your stuff and simply make a choice and decide, this is a beautiful thing. There's another trigger that I'm aware of, or there's a trigger that I've still got that I thought I'd dismantled and dissolved. It's still there. Let me look at that again. And boom, you can do the work and you can facilitate your own healing. It's a beautiful world that we live in. And everything outside of you is a reflection of how you're feeling. It's a reflection of how you're thinking. It's a reflection of who you are on some level, personally, collectively. When you're at a lower level of consciousness, it's very difficult to take responsibility. If you go into an environment where there's healing taking place and you get triggered, you should take responsibility, not blame the human being, the facilitator, the healer, whoever's running the workshop. They were just playing their role. They were just playing the character that they had to play in that moment to mirror back to you what you needed to work on so you could do the work and heal. But a lower level of consciousness will always externalize it and put some kind of blame or judgment or twist on the unfolding of events because they just can't take self-responsibility. But anyone that truly knows the game and understands how this holographic reality works, this human game, they take responsibility. They say thank you, they never blame or judge, and they just go away, knuckle down, do the work and create healing for themselves. We create our realities, beautiful soul. If someone is triggering you on some level, you helped co-create that. You helped co-create it and bring them into your reality field so they could show you what you needed to work on. You wrote that into your story, but then you don't want to take responsibility for it. You'd rather pass judgment. You'd rather blame because it just seems much easier in the moment. But ultimately, it's an inevitable, long, windy road into nowhere that's never going to get you the healing that you require. You're just going to end up going around in circles or down a deep, dark hole of despair, trying to figure things out, and you're never going to be able to do that. It's like an alcoholic. First of all, they've got to hold their hands up and say, you know what, I'm an alcoholic. And then that human being's got a chance of healing, becoming sober. It takes a level of awareness and a level of consciousness to be able to have that self-awareness, to realize that there's something you need to work on in the first place. Because society is conditioned to externalize and to point the finger and to blame and to judge and to defend. So to actually say, you know what, this is my problem, this is my responsibility, very difficult for most people, but it's the only way. It really is the only way. And actually, it's a much easier way once you've decided to take that course of action and take that path and walk down it. But to start with, it seems like a much more difficult road because of the way that society has made us think and made us take certain pieces of action and walk certain paths because we have this identity and we have to defend this identity. And if we don't hold our identity strong, someone else might think less of us. These are all just illusions. These are all just conditionings. These are all just crazy ways of controlling and manipulating society. And ultimately, there is only one truth. There's different perspectives of truth, depending on whoever's looking through the lens at the situation. But even if you've got all these different perspectives, ultimately there is only one truth, and that truth is love. And it doesn't matter what you're experiencing, if you bring love into the equation, love will dissolve and burn and melt away anything else. So ultimately there only is one truth. But again, we as a species find it very difficult to love, because we find it very difficult to love ourselves. And if we can't love ourselves, then the external world is going to mirror back to us not much love at all. Maybe anger, maybe this, maybe that, but it's not going to be pleasant. What we have to do, beautiful soul, is take responsibility. It's the only way to raise our frequency, elevate our levels of consciousness, and empower ourselves. Empower ourselves to be the formidable humans that we came to Earth to be. The supersonic, angelic, 12-strand humans that can communicate telepathically, use telekinesis, heal people at distance, bilocate, levitate. It's all in our DNA code. But if you can't love yourself, then what chance have you got of all these other multidimensional faculties rising from the depths of your computer codes, your DNA and your biological computer, your body and your brain, and supercharging your human experience? If we can't be present enough to listen to another human being without thinking, judging, what chance have we got? If someone triggers us and presses our buttons, and we can't say, hey, thank you, man. Thank you, beautiful soul. You pressed my buttons and I still need to work on this stuff. Amazing. I'm going to go and work on it. If we can't do that simple thing, what chance have we got of communicating telepathically? It's a non-starter, because to communicate telepathically, you need to be extremely present. You need to be extremely still to hear the communication. The communication telepathically from another human being is very similar to the communication from the universe. Higher self, inner self, oversoul. There are many multi-dimensional elements and levels and layers of our consciousness. But how do you expect to tap those if you can't even take self-responsibility and realize that it's on you? And in my reality, it's on me. And everything is just a game of mirrors. And these mirrors are beautiful. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, change who's looking in the mirror. It's that simple. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, change who's looking into the mirror. And I guarantee you'll get a different reflection. Simple mathematics, baby. Wherever you are on this magical planet, go out into the world and love your sisters and your brothers, fiercely and ferociously. Hug them tightly and never, ever be the first to let go. That's the golden rule of hugging, beautiful soul. And the thing is about hugging, it's such a beautiful medicine. When you hug, you release that oxytocin, the nitric oxide floods through the body and into the heart, and it swells more and love increases. Trust elevates. So start hugging more. And remember to check out our website, starmagichealing.org. We got some of the best ascension tools on the planet. You can get free access right now to light language transmissions, yoga videos, nutrition, hundreds of meditations, breath work, qigong, masterclasses, private Telegram groups so you can chat to other souls on the same frequency as you, on the same mission with very similar soul purposes. A community of like-hearted, radically unique, beautiful human beings. A community. Join us. Thrive, love, expand, grow, evolve. Always moving forwards. Never retreating. Knowing that patience is a superpower. And living in the isness of the present moment is the best present. The best gift you could ever give to yourself. I love you. You're amazing. We are sisters and brothers. Always remember that, beautiful soul. We're a human family. I'll see you again real soon. Be the frequency. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out.